NGP Energy Capital Management is a specialist investment firm that has been making bets in both the traditional and clean energy sectors for over 34 years. In May 2023, the firm announced that it had raised $1.23 billion across two funds, one of which is the Energy Transition Fund NGP ETP 4LP with $700 million in commitments. NGP ETP 4LP is the fourth fund in NGP's Energy Transition series, which focuses on growth capital investments in companies providing products and services in clean energy. These include areas such as renewable power generation, energy storage, electric transportation, and energy efficiency. The fund is seeking to capitalize on the global shift to a more sustainable energy future and to support innovators who are solving the energy needs of our changing world. According to an investor presentation, NGP ETP 4LP has a target size of $1 billion and a hard cap of $1.25 billion. The fund has a 10-year term with two one-year extensions and charges a 2% management fee and a 20% carried interest. The fund's investors include pension funds, endowments, foundations, family offices, and high-net-worth individuals. Some of the portfolio companies that NGP ETP 4LP has invested in or is considering investing in are GreenLake Energy, a company that acquires and develops assets in the Permian Basin with a focus on minimizing the environmental impact of oil and gas production. ChargePoint, a company that operates the largest network of electric vehicle charging stations in North America and Europe. STEM, a company that provides intelligent energy storage solutions for commercial and industrial customers. SunNova, a company that offers residential solar and battery systems with flexible financing options. Proterra, a company that designs and manufactures electric buses and charging infrastructure for transit agencies. NGP ETP 4LP is led by a team of experienced investment professionals who have deep expertise and relationships in the energy sector. The team includes Philip Deutsch, partner and head of energy transition, David Colt, partner, Maritza Lau, partner, Peter Ray, principal, Laurel Peacock, head of ESG. NGP ETP 4LP is part of NGP's broader strategy to invest in both traditional and clean energy sectors with a commitment to environmental, social and governance (ESG) principles. The firm believes that energy is essential to progress and that it can help move energy forward by investing in people, ideas and companies that ensure responsible, secure energy today and accelerate the transition to a more sustainable energy future. NGP Energy Capital Management is a specialist investment firm that has been investing in the energy sector for over 34 years. The firm has two main types of funds: traditional oil and gas funds and energy transition funds. The traditional oil and gas funds focus on investing in mineral rights and royalties in oil and gas production. These are passive investments that generate cash flow from the sale of hydrocarbons without requiring any capital expenditure or operational involvement. NGP has raised two funds for this strategy. NGP Royalty Partners ILP, which closed in 2021 with $320 million, and NGP Royalty Partners 2LP, which closed in 2023 with $527 million. The energy transition funds focus on investing in growth capital companies that provide products and services to the clean energy industry. These are active investments that aim to support the innovation and expansion of businesses that cater to areas such as renewable power generation, energy storage, electric transportation, and energy efficiency. NGP has raised four funds for this strategy. NGP ETP ILP, which closed in 2015 with $470 million, NGP ETP 2LP, which closed in 2017 with $405 million, NGP ETP 3LP, which closed in 2019 with $750 million, and NGP ETP 4LP, which closed in 2023 with $700 million. The main difference between the traditional oil and gas funds and the energy transition funds is the risk-return profile. The traditional oil and gas funds offer lower risk and lower return, as they are based on existing assets with predictable cash flows and minimal operational risk. The energy transition funds offer higher risk and higher return, as they are based on emerging technologies and markets with high growth potential and competitive advantage. The investment strategies and goals of NGP ETP4LP are to identify and partner with leading companies in the clean energy sector that have proven business models, strong management teams, scalable platforms, and attractive valuations. The fund seeks to provide growth capital to help these companies expand their market share, enhance their product offerings, enter new geographies, and pursue strategic acquisitions. The fund also aims to leverage NGP's extensive network and expertise in the energy industry to add value to its portfolio companies. NGP ETP4LP differs from NGP's traditional oil and gas funds not only in terms of risk-return profile, but also in terms of environmental, social, and governance (ESG) impact. The fund is aligned with NGP's commitment to being among the most forward-thinking energy asset owners in private equity and to integrating ESG throughout the investment process. The fund's investments contribute to the global transition to a more sustainable energy future by reducing greenhouse gas emissions, enhancing energy efficiency, promoting clean transportation, and supporting social development. NGP ETP4LP is a buyout fund that invests in energy technology and service companies that are driving the transition to a more sustainable energy future. The fund is managed by NGP, a leading private equity firm that has been funding the natural resources sector for over 30 years. NGP ETP4LP has raised $580 million in capital commitments from institutional investors and has offices in Dallas, Washington, D.C., and Palo Alto. Some of the portfolio companies and sectors that NGP ETP4LP has backed or plans to back include battery technology. NGP ETP4LP has invested in Enovate, a company that develops advanced silicon-dominant lithium-ion battery technology for electric vehicles. Enovate's batteries can charge faster, have higher energy density, and are safer than conventional batteries. Renewable energy. NGP ETP4LP has invested in Clean Energy Collective, a company that develops and operates community solar projects across the U.S. Community solar allows customers to access clean energy from local solar farms without installing panels on their roofs. Carbon capture. NGP ETP4LP has invested in Inventis, a company that develops and commercializes a novel technology for capturing carbon dioxide from industrial sources. Inventis technology can reduce greenhouse gas emissions and enable carbon utilization and storage. Oilfield services. NGP ETP4LP has invested in Catapult Energy Services, a holding company that facilitates investments in startup oilfield services companies. Catapult's portfolio companies provide innovative solutions for drilling, completion, and production operations. These are just some examples of the portfolio companies and sectors that NGP ETP4LP has backed or plans to back. The fund is always looking for new opportunities to invest in companies that are transforming the energy industry with cutting-edge technology and service offerings.